What's going on, man? Another day, which means I have more free picks for you. In today's video, I have 3 free MLB picks and 3 free NBA picks. Hopefully you enjoy it. All I ask before we jump straight into the video is number 1, go down. Let's get this video to 50 likes. I'd really appreciate it, and it's completely free to do. And might as well, while you're down there, hit the subscribe button as well so you don't miss any videos like this going forward. So go down, do that for me. It'd help me out a ton. And now we can jump straight into it. And the first thing that we have to talk about is the Discord that you see on the screen right here, simply due to it being completely free. All you have to do to join is go down, click the first link down below in the pinned comment or in the description, hit the link, join up, and you're in the Discord. It really is that simple. And you're going to get all of my picks every single day right here for completely free. If I put a pick down, you're going to get it. I promise you, you're going to want to get in here. We win more than most premium Discords, and the Discord is completely free. I'll show you right here. I track literally everything. This is from the beginning of 2025. We're winning at over a 55% rate, which already is well above most pro sports bettors. Most bettors try to win around 52 to 53%, and that means they're really profitable. But if you're able to win at 54% plus, you're extremely profitable, and that's why we're up over 200 units on the year. I mean, you can see, literally, we win in every single sport. MLB, NBA, NCAA, NHL. I haven't updated NFL from last year, but I will be doing that this year as well. We were profitable there as well. We literally are profitable in every single sport, so I promise you, you're going to want to get in here. You're going to want to tell these plays. It's completely free, and there's a community here that you can ask any questions you want. Here's the win tab if you want to see wins on wins on wins. I could scroll on forever and ever. So come join up. It's completely free. First link down below. Hit the link, join up, no strings attached, and you're going to start getting my picks every single day for completely free. Now, we can get into the straight picks now since I've talked about that, and we're going to be putting these picks in on Sleeper for a few different reasons. So, the first things first, Sleeper has the best promo out of any app that you're going to find. If you play just 5 on Sleeper, they're going to give you 55, and they're also going to give you a free SGA play where he only has to score 1 single point and it wins. All you have to do to get both of these things right here is use my code FBL when you sign up. You can either do 2 things. You can go download the app in the App Store, sign up like normal, and then just use my code FBL. That way you'll get these special promos. You'll get the free play. That's what most people do. They go download the app. But if you want an even easier way, you can just go click the link down below. It's going to be a comment as well, and it's going to be in the description. You'll see it. It'll say sign up to Sleeper. If you click the link, it'll take you straight to it. It'll use my code automatically for you, and you'll still get both these promos, which, like I said, is some of the best promos you're going to find. Probably the best out of any sports betting app out right now. So go take advantage of that. That's how you make a lot of money in sports betting, taking advantage of all the promos that these different apps offer. So go get on Sleeper. Make sure, though, that you use my code FBL, because if you don't, you're not going to get any of these promos. So go sign up. I promise you it's worth it. And now we can get into the picks. And we're going to start over in the NBA. And we're going to be starting with Isaiah Hartenstein to go over 23.5 PRA. So I like this a lot simply because in his projected minutes, he is an absolute beast. Obviously, players are going to play more minutes in the playoffs, and that's been the case for Isaiah Hartenstein. And because of that, he's been going over this line extremely consistently. And we can even look back at in the regular season when he played in this minute range, what he did. And that's really why I liked this so much. So he's projected 32 minutes in this game. So I put him between 29 and 35. And in that minute range, he's over in 4 of his last 5, averaging over 25 PRA a game. Last 10, 8 of 10, averaging over 27 a game. And then in his last 20, he's still averaging over 27 a game, going over in 16 of 20. And then finally, on the season, he is over this mark at an 86% rate, going over in 25 of 29 games when he plays in this minute range, which is obviously absolutely ridiculous, and that's why this pick caught my attention so quick. I put in the minute range, and then I started looking at the hit rate, and it looked a little bit too good to be true, and then I went to head-to-head and saw that we can take the minute range out. that so far this playoff series, he is over this mark in 4 straight games. So to me, it looks like a no-brainer, especially since the Nuggets, as you can see right here, against his position, really aren't the greatest. Against centers, they allow the 9th most points, and they're also 18th in rebounds allowed and 18th in assists allowed. So below middle of the pack in rebounds and assists allowed, and then at the bottom of the pack when it comes to points allowed. So all 3 of these things combined make them extremely below average in guarding centers, and that's why I like this pick so much. His hit rate was already really good. He's shown us that he can go over against them this playoff series, and the matchup is really good in general with how the Nuggets play defense. So go lock this one in. Isaiah Hartenstein over 23.5 PRA. I absolutely love it. But now, since we've done our first NBA pick, we can jump over to our first MLB pick. And we're going to be taking that guy, Josh Bell, to go under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs here for a few different reasons. Number one, he's under in 5 of his last 5, 9 of his last 10, 15 of his last 20, and then on the season, he is under this mark in 26 of 36 games, averaging just 1.22 a game. So on the season, he's averaging under this mark, and he's going under at a 72% rate. So that already looks good. But when you add on top of that the Nationals are going to be playing, let's see here, where's their game at? They're going to be playing the Braves here, and they're going to be facing a pitcher in AJ, who's been pretty solid throughout the year so far. Not perfect, but also not bad either. He's 2-2 on the year with an ERA of 2.76. So he's been pretty solid, and that's why I like this pick. I don't think Josh Bell is going to get many opportunities to go over this mark. Maybe he has a hit, maybe he has 1 RBI, but I especially don't see him getting a run in this game, and I really only see him getting maybe 1 hit or 1 RBI, probably not both of them. So that's why I'm locking this in. He's already been under this mark super consistently, especially in his last 5 and last 10. And when you pair with that he's facing a pretty solid pitcher in AJ here, I do like this line a lot. So that's my second pick. Now for my third pick, we're going to move back over to Sleeper and back into the NBA. And we're going to be taking that guy, Jalen Williams, to have 4+ assists. So the reason I like this one is in his last 5, he's over in 3 of 5. In his last 10, he's over in 8 of 10, averaging over 5 a game. In his last 20, he's still over at a 60% rate. And then on the season, he is over this at a 61% rate as well, still averaging over this mark. So that already looks really good to me. And then when you pair alongside that, let's go see what he's projected minutes-wise to play. Jalen Williams is projected 37 minutes in this game. And when he plays between 34 and 40 minutes a game, I honestly could see him playing a little bit more than 40 minutes, but we're going to put it in this range just to be safe. He is over this mark on the season at a 71% rate, averaging 5.49 assists per game. So this one was a no-brainer to me as well. He's crushing this mark in this minute range on the season. And then to top that off, the Nuggets allowed the 2nd most assists in the entire NBA to his position, and against the Nuggets in his last 12 games, he's averaging 5.67 assists a game, and he's over in 8 of 12. So it's a really good matchup. He already had a really good hit rate, so this one's pretty straightforward. Take Jalen Williams to have at least 4 assists, or you can go take him over 4.5 like this line is right here. Either way, I like both of them. And now we can move on to my 4th pick of the video, which is going to be Andrew Vaughn to go over 1.5 bases. And we're going to get a little bit of plus money action going on here, and that's really why I like this pick so much. So last 5, he's over in 4 or 5, averaging 2.6 a game. Last 10, he's averaging 2.1 a game. And when you see a hitter that is going off in his last 5 and last 10, it's a little bit different than basketball because hitters go on hot streaks, they go on cold streaks, and when a hitter is on a hot streak, you want to ride that hot streak for as long as you can, and that's what I'm doing with Andrew Vaughn here. So first things first, his hit rate is pretty solid, especially in his last 10 and his last 5. He's averaging well above this mark, and the reason why I ultimately decided to take this pick was because he's going to be facing the Reds here, and he's going to be getting pitched against Nick Martinez. And Nick Martinez has not been very good on the year at all. He's 1-4 overall with an ERA of 4.23. So he hasn't had much success. And as long as he gives our guy Andrew a few opportunities, I do think he's going to go over this mark. I mean, all he needs is 2 singles or 1 double, and he cashes us out. So if we get Nick Martinez to throw 1 bad pitch to Andrew Vaughn, I could easily see him going over this mark. So go lock this one in, over 1.5 bases, plus money seems a little bit too good to be true, and that's why I like this pick so much. I think you're getting great value here. So go lock this one in, over 1.5 bases. I absolutely love it. Now, for my 5th pick, we're moving back over to the NBA, of course, and we're going to be putting it back in on Sleeper. But real quick, before I show you that pick, I do want to remind you once again to go download the Sleeper app or just click the first link down below. And when you sign up, make sure you use my code FBL, because when you do that, you're going to get a free $55 when you play just 5, which is already insane. But on top of that, you can use the free money to go bet on a free play of SGA to have 1 single point. And if you win, then you can just pull that money out, have a lot of extra free money to play with. And that's why I like these promos so much. And that's why you have to take advantage of them when they're available. Because Sleeper opened this back up for the playoffs. They knew they were going to be getting a ton of signups. So go get on Sleeper here, sign up with code FBL, take advantage of this promo before it goes away. I promise you it's worth it. This is how you make the majority of your money in sports betting, using these promos. Obviously, being a profitable sports bettor is really hard. That's why I tell people to come tell me in my free Discord. But if you're not profitable, or if you just want some more free money and you are profitable, go sign up for Sleeper, code FBL. One of the best promos you're going to find. Now, for my last NBA pick, we're going to be taking that guy, let's see here, Jokic, to go under 8.5 assists for a few different reasons. So, first things first, in his last 5, he's under in 5 of 5 games, averaging just 5.2 assists per game, which is well below this 8.5 mark. In his last 10, he's still under in 8 of 10. And then in his last 20, he's under in 10 of 20, right at that 50% rate. But the reason we're taking this under isn't really because of hit rate alone. It's more to do with the matchup. He has not had much success getting assists against the Thunder, especially recently. You can see right here, he is under this mark in 6 straight games against the Thunder, which includes 5 games in the playoffs, of course. And that's why I really like this mark. He hasn't really been getting close to this mark at all, except a game in March. But ever since the playoffs started and he has played the Thunder, the most assists he has had in a game is 6. And that's why I think this 8.5 line is a little bit too high. Not to mention the Thunder also allow the 4th least amount of assists in the entire NBA. And against centers, they still allow the 4th least. They obviously are really good against every position, but against centers, they allow the 4th least, which is good enough for me to want to take this under. Great matchup, great hit rate, especially in the last 5 and last 10. I mean, his last 5 against the Thunder, he's only averaging 5.2. So in my opinion, this 8.5 line is just way too high. So go lock this one in, and now we can move on to my last pick of the video, which is going to be in the MLB, and it's going to be Shohei to go over 1.5 bases. This one, just like some of the other MLB picks, is really straightforward. Last 5, he's over in 3 of 5, averaging 3 a game. Last 10, 3.6 a game, going over in 8 of 10. And then in his last 20, he is over at a 60% rate, still soaring over this mark when it comes to his average, averaging 2.8 a game. So this right here looks really good. And then he's also going to be facing a bum on the mound. I'll show you real quick. He's going to be facing the A's, and the A's are going to be pitching Osvaldo Bido. And he, on the season, is 2-3 with a 1.51 whip and an ERA of almost 5. So Shohei should have a huge day. He should be able to crush the baseball. Just like with Andrew Vaughn, all it takes is one missed pitch. And Shohei is a guy that Andrew Vaughn obviously isn't to the level of Shohei. We all know this. Shohei's a guy, if you give him one bad pitch, he's going to hit a bomb. So all we need him to do, though, is get 2 singles, a double, a triple, or a bomb, and this cashes out for us. Pretty simple in my opinion, especially against a pitcher that has struggled all year long. So go lock this one in. Shohei Ohtani over 1.5 bases. those are my 6 picks. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, let's all go print some money.